are you? It's time for your Arcana Astrology Oracle reading. What is the energy? Stay calm. Vesta. So some creative pursuit will bring you abundance. Things are actually working out for you. Something about whatever it is, there's a nice little layer of, I keep hearing research and development, right? So whatever it is, however it is, it's growing. So continue your efforts. Waxing crescent moon. So maybe you just learned something that is definitely etching out something you thought you knew, right? Something about your creative pursuit is making something clearer, possibly. Mars, strategy, action, plan. So your dreams need a practical plan. So whatever this creative pursuit is, you're currently deep in the research and development of it all. So what that tells me when you have Mars showing up, right, is that there's some leadership, there's some strategy, there's some planning, there's some passion. So this is a passion project for you. A passion project that's probably going to lead to a lot of abundance. So much so that Capricorn popped up, right? Capricorn is the 10th house. 10th house is careers, right? So when we're thinking about your career, it sounds so far, it's starting to feel like the theme is you're carving out your own path. Like you're creating a way for yourself using your creative intelligence, which means that you've had to do some research and development to really like fine tune what it is you're trying to communicate to others. So keep it up. I mean, Capricorns are hard workers, right? But Capricorns are also like, affiliated with the major arcana, the devil, right? Don't take that so literal. Sometimes the devil is just in the details, right? This is about contracts, it's about seriousness, it's about hard work, it's about like actually like the effort required behind something, right? So this when we're talking about creative pursuits, we're talking about niching something, right? So you're actually coming into your niche, right? So much so that you're on the right path. Right, so if somebody's been worried about their, like, how this is gonna work out, is this gonna be like solid for their career? According to the pool, so far so good. You just gotta keep the faith. Look, 12th house, hidden knowledge, right? This is that Pisces affiliation. So the occult, emotions, right? Are you in your feelings right now? Are you just like, why are you so hard? What the for? That happens to everybody occasionally. Like there aren't too many people who can say that they've never had a negative thought. Like if they tell you that, okay. But most of us have to get to that space and place where we can master the content of our mind. So if this is you actually like, flipping that switch to really diving deeper into your inner self and your spiritual know-how, continue to do that. But I also, with this Pisces sign, get intuition. So maybe it's time for you to either trust your intuition more and or move out of that system 1 intuition way of being and into that system 2 Mars energy way of being, deliberate action, strategic planning, versus feeling and going with flow. Maybe. I don't know. What's the next card? Girl. Whoever you are, wherever you are, okay. Continue to trust your intuition. Continue to find the flow. It is not that often that the sun pops up. So the sun is affiliated with Leo. Leo is like leaders, a natural performer, right? So whoever you are, wherever you are, yes, you are doing the right thing. Recognition, right? Like Leos are like there's somebody who just naturally gets recognized, right? They have real popularity. Now here's the deal with this, right? You could be a Leo rising, right? That's something to consider, right? Those birth chart placements. The reason I say that is because you got Aries in there, right? So that's strategy, that's leadership. And so you're being recognized for your intuitive approach to delivering on a strategy. It's very creative, a very creative approach. Like, you're gonna make some money from this. Sixth house, Virgo. Okay, so look, I just said you're gonna make some money from this. Virgo is associated with reproduction, right? Like generational wealth. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you didn't figure some shit out. Universe is proud of you. Others are proud of you. You are inspiring people and you don't even know it. So in the beginning, I said, like, if you're feeling like, here's the deal. Everybody's not gonna tell you that you inspire them. Everybody's not gonna tell you that, like, you motivate them. That thing that, like, you're doing, it comes from within, right? So that's that Pisces energy. So where's the story? Okay, so was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Am I missing a card? I am. No, I'm not. It's like it's a 7-card pool. Aw, that's a beautiful arrangement, right? That's a beautiful arrangement. So you went from a chaotic mess, a creative chaotic mess. So, you know, you stepped out on faith, right? Like, just like, I'm gonna create this shit one way or another, right? And you just believed in what you were creating. So much so that the thing that you're creating, it got niched down, right? It became like kind of clear after a while. And the strategy just started developing from there, right? And all the moves that you made thereafter were strategically aligned with you carving out the perfect career for yourself. So you're probably one of those creatives. If you're like me, you know that, like, sometimes it's not hard for me to work with other people. It's hard for me to sometimes stay in the same energy of others that is not my own, especially if they're not as creative as myself. That makes it difficult, right? Because you do need to be around like-minded people, right? You can learn from anybody, but that doesn't mean that the learning or the exchange is going to level you up, right? And so I'm talking to someone who is looking for, like, who is doing things for a level up, that is very focused on career, but creating the path for themselves. And I know you're doing it for yourself because I see the Mars in front of it, and Aries energy is just like, now Aries are very intelligent people, right? But we're talking about Mars, which rules Scorpio and Aries, right? So some type of transformational leadership is occurring. And then we've got the 12th house, right? Transformational leadership. You're talking about something hidden. So I think that, like, you yourself are showing up in front of people and they're like, what the, bro? So there's a little bit of disbelief, right? There's this, Neptunian, I don't know how you say that. I know that that's the planet affiliated with this, though. And so for others, it's almost magical. Like, bitch, you are magical. Excuse me if you don't like that word. I'm tired as hell. I have to get up early again. These workouts are killing me. You don't need to know all that, but shit, that's just my life. It's full, and I need to figure out how to make it less full. So continue with this 12th house energy, right? Trusting your intuition, but also, like, really exploring the depths of what it is you're into, right? So this is somebody who goes really deep, right? Like, you're already far down the rabbit hole, honey. Ain't no pulling you back now, right? But it's serving a purpose for you. So much so that you're shining, right? Like that, like you have these wonderful qualities and traits that are on display. And those are the things that people just, you know, like the warmth of who you are as a person really draws people in, right? And then just what you give, the value you offer. So whoever you are, wherever you are, understand how deeply loved you are, how well respected you are. If you were ever in doubt, let me be the first to plant the seed. You're amazing. You are absolutely fucking amazing. And people notice that about you, right? And also you have a very healing aura. And what that means is your presence affects others in the most positive way. So don't give that up for doubt, right? Like all this stuff deep in the center. Whenever I see the sun, you always have to think about it, right? While the sun may offer you warmth and it'll burn the shit out of you too. So you know, like just in the same way that you take the warmth, you also have to take like that inner deep inner work that you've been doing, right? Like this is taking all of that ugly shit you've been through and transmuting that energy for something way more positive, right? For a brighter outcome, brighter outlook. Brighter days are here, boo. So like if you've been like, I'm trying to manifest X, Y, and Z, let me tell you, you did it. You did it. You did it. You're living in your manifestation right now. Okay, it might not look the way you thought it would, but that's because you're not done. Okay, this is just the initiation. Okay, hereafter, right? Like every day, self-esteem is a practice, right? Now you can listen to your affirmations, you know, to hype you up, right? But don't forget, you know, you got to listen to some shit that'll humble you too, right? And so keep a book to stay connected to the real world for the humility, but you know, get your mind right, get your daily habit routine, your practice, whatever the hell it is you do, just to be good with you. Do that often, okay? Do that more, right? Keep healing that so that when you look at you like, yes, right? And people want to mimic that, right? People love that about you. You got to love that about you too. All right, and so we got the 6th house, Virgo, right? So this is, look, be very thoughtful about what you do, right? Virgos are thoughtful people. They're helpful. They're disciplined in a certain way. And so we're talking about somebody who worked really hard to manifest a creative pursuit. And maybe you've done that in the public eye. Maybe you've done that in a group of individuals in a particular setting. But don't think that those things aren't being recognized. As I stated at some point in here, everybody is not gonna clap for you, and that's okay. But you gotta know you the shit, okay? Like, it's okay to tell yourself you're the shit. You're not narcissistic for telling yourself you're the shit. You should be the shit though, right? Like if you're like, I'm the bomb.com, and it's like, but the behavior doesn't match bomb.com, I don't know about that. But if you're somebody who's really progressing and making the progress towards improvement, and you can see that like all these things you put out there are making their way back to you, then congratulations to you, because really you're in a new, like you're stepping into a brand new beginning, right? This is a manifestation of your own, right? You've reproduced from that Virgo energy by just like sitting down and analyzing, like, I don't want this shit. I want something different. And then you actively worked towards it, right? You went in deep. You did the self-work, Pisces 12th house energy, right? You put a plan together, Mars, right? Mars over that Pluto and that Aries energy, right? So you transformed your thinking. And then after transforming your thinking, you transformed your life. And that started to transform your behaviors, which gave you a new reality. And that's dope, okay? It's awesome. Now, that doesn't mean that hard days don't come, right? There are days where you're gonna wake up and be like, I'm not where I wanna be. You'll get there, right? Look, you did all of this by yourself, but now it's time to take this to the next level. It's yours for the taking, honey. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope that was helpful to you. Remember, not every therapist is a healer, not every healer is a clinician, and not every clinician will minister to your soul. You can book your session at TactfulDisruption.com.